Yeah, my people, welcome back, man, to the Morning Insider and Nicardo Media House show. Bless up on yourself right after the Nick and Dan podcast done. Yeah, come in. I know, say, yo, we have to record the Morning Insider. You don't know it have to drop Monday morning. You don't know, but who don't know? The Nick and Dan podcast, I don't know, is a door partnership between me and Daniel. Yeah, we do the Nick and Dan podcast 7 p.m. Eastern time, 6 p.m. Local time in Jamaica. So make sure you guys look out for that as well, and check it out as usual on Sundays. It's a very interesting show. We just talk about football in general, but we have to tap in the Reggae Boyz space, and then divert a little bit into overseas market, overseas football, top 5 league, go around the corner, around Italy, Germany, Spain. You don't know, wherever the football is, the Nick and Dan podcast will carry you there as well. But people, bless up on yourself, bless up to me mother as usual, watching the video, one of the first viewers whenever the Morning Insider show drop on YouTube. She one of the first ones to click it. You understand? So but they have to talk about something interested as usual. Guess what? Let's start off with Brandon Covers. Many Reggae Boyz have seen over the weekend in the deadline day. Brandon Covers have signed up with Portfield. Not just sign up with Portfield, but it's coached by a former Reggae Boy, Darren Moore himself. Look, they have lost a game against Doncaster Rovers. Brandon Covers starting that game. He have played right wing back. He have played 3/4 of the minutes of that game, and I don't know. We see this young kid have been transitioned from, the youth setup into the academy, right up into Leicester City, played a FA Cup game, but now he got this opportunity where he can play big man football. You understand? Yeah, man, we're going to play big man football, but let me know how you guys will rate this move. Is it a very brave move, especially under a former Reggae Boy player, Darren Moore? He's under loads of pressure at Portfield. I have done a video of him already talking about him, his whole coaching managerial history. He signed a long-term contract at Portfield, and guess what? Portfield United, yeah, is it Portfield United? I don't remember if it's Portfield United, but I'm just saying Portfield. Hector might be on the verge of signing up for Darren Moore team as well in League 2. You understand? So Hector might find himself with a new team. So I don't know. It might happen. Talks might progress when Hector return of international duties with the Reggae Boyz. But let's see and keep an close eye on that one, as Hector is out of a club since his contract didn't extend at Charlton Athletic. He basically, you say, yeah, they release him, but he's looking for a new club. He's still in Steve McLaren's system. He's still in the Reggae Boy squad, and then he's supposed to sign up for Portfield. Let's see what will happen after he returned from international duties with the Reggae Boyz as well. So keep on close eye. Portfield, they're looking for that center half. They're looking for a tall, athletic, not just athletic, but someone with a very experienced can help to save their season. Darren Moore as well is looking for that experienced center after partnership with some of his presence defender that he have already. So Hector, I mean, League 1 football last season, League 2, you say probably dropping down the pecking order, but look, pot of up on fire, ball of roll. You don't know how long can he survive of not playing any club football to keep on getting picked for the national team. So Ravel upon the outside looking in, can't get a team, can't get a selection. Coach Alfred said he needs to find a club. You understand? So Hector, his last game was around the Copa America, so he's fresh. Don't make it extend to October window where you can't find a club, then it go to November, then you find yourself without international football. But I really do think why these players really find it difficult to find a new club, especially a player like Ravel, a player like Hector. Why it's so hard for them to get a new club? They are international football. Is it that the salary is not matching up to what they demanding or what their agent really want? So I mean, maybe their agent is sticking up for some price tag or some salary that look these players are international players, they should be paid more, and they sticking up the clubs for what the players are valued for, you know. So we don't know. Even talking about Ravel himself, you know, I was going to talk about it, but I was just making sure until if everything is really concrete, you know. Him himself, you know, he has linked with Plymouth Algret, you know, that's Wayne Rooney team, you know. Will it be the 4th time sign up with Wayne Rooney team? Yeah, not just 4th time, but will it be the 4th time linking up with Wayne Rooney? You know, Wayne Rooney signed him at DC, signed him at Derby County. He was at Wayne Rooney in the academy at Manchester United, and if he signed for not for Portvale, but if he signed for Plymouth, that will be the 4th time, you know. And Plymouth really need some help. They really need some help in the championship, you know. Wayne Rooney will be under a lot of pressure, and let's see if Wayne Rooney can really trust Ravel Morrison, you know. But let's see if that will progress as well, you know. That's another rumor, that's another link as well. But before we go any further, what you guys think about a Kanye Boyz Clark? I spoke about it on the Nick and Dan podcast last night, and I was like, okay, he's a young fella coming through the Reading system in 2023. You know, I think last season he have signed. I think, is it last season? I don't remember if I think it was last season. He have extended his contract to a couple of years. Yeah, his contract is running down next season, so he's in his final year of his contract at Reading. What you guys think? I think he should left Reading. I don't think he should sign another contract because of what I have stated previously. Dropped down to the League One in previous seasons. Yeah, he have only managed one league game in many years, and I think that was the last. Fixtures of Reading in the championship. And guess what? He dropped down to the League One, not managed to pick up minutes in League One. You know, he only played like cup games and stuff like that. So I'm saying he needs to probably just, he's probably just, I think this is the reason why he didn't really move, you know, on deadline day, you know, over the weekend as well. Less than 12 months left back on his contract. You know, he's on a decent salary at Reading. You know, why not just stick it out, collect my last sets of paycheck, and then, you know, next year somehow when 2025 come, he will be a free agent, and, you know, he can sign up with our next club, and then, you know, that's a big payday because there will not be any transfer fee, so he will get all of that bonus and that transfer fee if him agent negotiate the right proper way. And the next player, you know, Dexter Lemekisa, I'm kind of flabbergasted, like, you know, this player is not getting the look in, or he's not managed to make that move away from Wolverhampton. I'm so worried that the progress that he have made over the last season, I'm worried that he might take 2 steps back when he already take a step forward in last season. So I'm a little bit worried, but let's see how that will pan out as well, you know. But another thing I want to talk about is I'm having a little problem, you know. I'm having a little problem see how players transition from the youth teams into the senior teams. We're not really seeing enough of the youth players transition into the senior teams. They are not good enough, or these players are not getting the opportunity. Yeah, 2021, you know, CONCACAF Under-20 Championship. I think that was in Honduras, you know, when that team narrowly missed out in the quarterfinals against Dominican Republic. Yeah, when, you know, you have Dexter Lemekisa was playing in that tournament. I think Kanye Boyz Clark, you know, Jamal Clark, you know, Malachi Douglas, you know, I think Denzel McKenzie, you know, Big Nell, all these players, you know, were playing in that. I think Kanye Boyz Clark came through, Dexter Lemekisa came through. Jimenez was in that team as well. You know, Jimenez get a look into the senior team, you know, but his trajectory of going up, it went down, so he fall out track. You know, he actually came back to Jamaica from Belgium, so you could see that his trajectory is he says his value have dropped a lot, so he's going to play Jamaican Premier League, I think, for Portmore this season. So I'm just saying, is it that, you know, we're not transition these players enough, or we're not giving them the look in, especially the UK players? Is it that you know, especially the heritage players, that the young fellas that, you know, in the academy. Look at the recent pass of the under 20 tournament that played, yeah, in Mexico. Yeah, what's his name? I think it's Mackay Welsh, yeah, that player that played for Leighton Orient in the League One as well. Yeah, they're in last position in the League One table. But look at that player. He was one of our brightest player. Is it that that player is already around a professional setup for Leighton Orient? I'm just saying, you don't think maybe a player like that, you know, his work that they have put in, he played really well, you know, for the academy. He played really well in an average poor prepared team, under 20 team for the Reggae Boyz. I'm just saying, you know, is it that we're not challenging these players enough? Because even when you look at it, look at Omar Hutchinson, he decided that he's going to accept the call up for the England under 21 team. You know, previously when Ipswich got promoted, he was wearing that black, green and gold flag around his waist, and now we've seen him playing for England under 21. You see, what kind of stunt is really pulling out? Is he using the Reggae Boyz? Is he using the England national team to say that, look, Reggae Boyz, I'm here? But he have always been up for selection if the Reggae Boyz get the green light, and he have turned us down. So I don't know where to go, but more likely I can say he really don't want to play for us. But I'm just saying, look at how he made his decision. Yeah, these young players in England, we have to be careful on how we approach them, you know, how we transition them from youth football. Just like Brandon Covers, a player like that, you know, came to play I think he played an under 23 game as well. I think he played in a game against Qatar, something like that. I don't remember what game, but he represent us at the international level already. But 20 years old, you understand? Get these youngsters in. If we going to make a claim and want them to fully commit, we should be using these youngsters from the under 15, under 17, under 20. Make them feel at home. Make them feel as if, you know, they are a Jamaican. Don't just go for them when they get big and playing for established club. When they feel like look, there is a pathway for me to be in the England setup. Omar Hutchinson showed us that, you understand? And look at how some heritage players that, you know, we can actually call up. You know, you have players like Rico Henry, you have players like Kyle Walker, I seen Kyle Walker Peters, you know, these players, you know, Gibbs White. He have accepted the call up for England senior team. He will not look at our way again. Look at Ivan Toney, a player that could have represented us, but he chose to represent the Three Lions. Now he's after Saudi. His international career is over. You understand? A couple players have done it. Maitland-Niles, you know, these players have been tricked by the England system just because they know that they have some other nationality that teams that they can go play for. But we need to step up our approach. We need to change certain things. You understand? Because if we continue to do these same things, then we're going to get messed up by certain players. And I'm just saying, don't just make the heritage players are the stepping stone to make our program excellent. You know, there should be additional players. You know, we get those 1 and 2 additional players that going to make our system better, and that goes back down to make sure your grass green in your backyard more than what is overseas. So when overseas come and then they join up with players that's, you know, develop locally who is playing abroad, they can match up to at the same pathway, they at the same development, they playing at the same standard. So guess what? Heritage players welcome anytime, but we want the very good crap. We don't really just want heritage players that just going to make up numbers. We want them to plaster our squad. We want them to make sure that if they're going to come like a Demargre, he will improve our starting lineup. If we're going to look at some spots that, you know, look, squad players, they're going to improve our squad. They're going to improve our squad depth. This is how I think we should look at those heritage players. Don't just make it a main priority. that we go for these players. Yes, it's good that we have that background, we have that feeding tree that we can get them. Rest of the countries around our region don't really have the availability of those players or the pool of players that they can select. So we have to choose very wisely on how we really pick these heritage players. But again, Gibbs White, Omar Hutchinson, they should enlighten. Yeah, their selection should enlighten on what is the process and what will be the future. So you see all these young players in England that have Jamaican heritage, yeah, they're going to hold out on us. I'm telling you, they're going to hold out on us, because especially when you look at what the English team want to transition or how they want to have the English team set up, it's similar to what the Spanish have been doing. Look at what they did to De La Fuente. Yeah, look at De La Fuente. A lot of those kids in the Spanish setup came through the ranks under De La Fuente, so you'd have that understanding. Look what Lee's Carsley done with the latest English squad that he named. Most of those, not let me say most, but majority of those kids that's under 23, yeah, he coached them in the past in the England setup. So the English FA, they have a different pathway on how they want to approach and how they want to generate, how they want to implement the youth them and make that transition into the senior team. So the youth them are going to really look at a Cole Palmer, who was an academy product at Manchester City, yeah, the start of last season, play one season at Chelsea, have a phenomenal season, get an England call up, go to the Euros. Omar Hutchinson have been looking at that. People already at Ipswich Town already said he should never represent us. Go and play for England and play proper international football. So the man am actually this way by saying our thing is not proper international football. You understand? So we have to just understand and make sure that how we approach these type of players, we have a set standard and we have a tactics and how we're going to do it. Yeah, make these youngsters feel at home from the age of 16, 17. Don't just call for these youngsters at the age of 17, 18 come play on a 20 championship, and after that there's no way, no pathway for them to the senior team. A player like I think it's Jamari Clark, he's playing non-league football at the moment, but again, very good player. He have played well for us in the past, and a couple youngsters even in the past. Let them transition, so when it's time for them to get called up for the senior team, it won't be any issues, So I mean, people think I think that's all I have to say. That's the topic that I really want to touch today. But Tuesday, hopefully we can come with more and better interesting topics. You understand? Bless up. This is a Morning Insider show on Nicardo Media House. Salute to the people, man.